Listen to me.
Okay. Sweetheart, let me handle it.
So seeing that this was originally a Stephen King short story, do you remember the first horror movie or Stephen King movie or story that really scared you?
He screwed me up with dogs because I saw Cujo first, so I was scared of dogs for like way too long. And then I love King's, you know, not scary stuff, Stand By Me and Green Mile and Shawshank Redemption. He's just an incredible, prolific writer. When he writes these three-dimensional characters that are so vast.
The Exorcist really scared me because it was the one movie that my dad said, you can never ever watch this movie. He didn't call it evil, but I knew that he thought that it was evil, which of course made it the only movie that I ever wanted to see. So I immediately went to a friend's house and watched it. I felt like I'd been tainted in some way, like I was never going to be able to sleep with the lights off again. And then it was The Shining with the Stephen King adaptations. I watched it very young. I'd never seen a Kubrick movie, so it was so weirdly abstract compared to the other horror movies that I was watching. It just felt like some crazy person had put it together, which is probably the truth.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of horror movies. I mostly do like horror games, like horror video games. And then I watched 3 horror movies to kind of get prepared. And it was The Sixth Sense, Roald Dahl's The Witches, and The Mummy. Those were kind of like my step into horror that I did.
Sorry, didn't mean to scare you.
For me, it was Pan's Labyrinth was the first movie that really scared me. 28 Days Later was my favorite. I started making zombie movies based on that. Yeah, those are like my top 2 that really just stayed within me my entire life.
That's how she is.
Movie? That's a good
Or
question.
book, whichever you wanna call it.
There was the TV movie of It, which scared me. There was the TV movie of Salem's Lot that scared me. There was Creep Show, which came on cable, which I loved. But honestly, the thing that grabbed me by the heartstrings first and foremost was the first time that I read the book. I was in 6th grade and I read Stand By Me. And then soon after that, the film adaptation was given to the world. And that really spoke to me. I've always harbored this deep fear, as do we all, of death, mortality, the other side, letting go, losing people we love and us being lost into the void. And I remember how much that story and those characters spoke to me.
Oh, great story.